Hey, what's going down? I'm Stein with Skin and Bones Project Studios. This is The Skinny. We got something real different. We got a special treat for y'all tonight on The Skinny. We got somebody that is a filmmaker, screenwriter, director, just all around super cool person. And ladies, if you're out there looking, goddammit, he muscled up too. So bring it into the red couch with a medium ass shirt on. Chris in the building! What's up, baby? For sure. What's happening with you?
It's a large shirt. It's a large shirt.
I'm sorry, guys. It's a large. So listen, no diddy. Whenever you got something you want to say, I want you to look at the camera.
Oh, for sure.
Tell people where to find your socials and things like that.
Cool.
But man, we're going to start this interview at The Skinny like we start every interview at The Skinny and say thank you for coming.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me.
For sure. So before we jump off into anything, man, please just look in the camera and tell them where everybody can find you on your socials. Go.
Yeah, so on Instagram, you can follow me at IamDriven53. I do have a YouTube page where I do like my short films, trailers at A Godwin Production. Godwin's my middle name. So yeah, just follow me there.
That's awesome. And y'all heard that. Follow my main man. So look. It's different for me.
Yeah.
I got to start and tell people how I actually met you.
Right.
So I was fortunate enough. I have my space listed on Peerspace, which is a website.
Poppin'.
And this gentleman reached out, and he came and you visited.
I
the
came
studio.
in, yeah, the little scoop. See what's
But what I'd like you to do is just kind of tell people the initial experience when you came here versus the other places.
I mean, of course, this is the best one by far. But yeah, so what I do is I pretty much do like a casting, location scout. I kind of do a lot of things. I'm by the way, a director, producer, and writer. So I was doing a location scout, but before I'm paying and seeing, not wasting my money, I want to come and look at the location, see if the vibes are right. Especially with filming, when you do a lot of like startup independent films, a lot of times it looks really bland in the background. So I was like, let me look for something really colorful, vibrant. And this one definitely had that. And the best thing about this one, it has multiple studios. So we can give different looks, vibes. We have a backyard too, which a lot of studios didn't have. It was like really small, one-dimensional.
Right.
Not so many camera angles. So yeah, this one looked excellent. So
Well, I appreciate that. And actually, that wasn't a plug for me. What that was is he actually chose this space, and I had an opportunity to shoot a whole movie here because of him, right? Mm-hmm. So, and the movie's awesome. And let's talk about the movie really quick. When I first heard that you were going to launch the film, right? I don't know if I told you Dick Paradise, but I was like, I hope this shit ain't gonna be trash, right? Because
of course,
Tubi has, the shit is comical. It's very badly done and shit like that. So what I was more impressed with you about is you actually brought a team. I actually met this lady in the pink dress. I'm not going to call her name, but I actually met her here. But you took and bought the space for 12 hours and you had all this gear. And so talk to me about how you go from here, a concept in your head,
right, to
MacBook or print or whatever. Like, how does that work? What does the process look like for you?
The process of the whole, what is it?
Not, I'm sorry. I kind of went in a bunch of, I was really just overwhelmed with the amount of people that you had here.
Yeah.
So let me back up. When you have an idea in your head to do a film,
right,
what does the creative process look like?
Oh, yeah. So for me, I think everybody's completely different. What I do is I look for something a major conflict, right? So I guess in my case, it was like, what if a girl robs her boyfriend and it's kind of like blindsided. And then I kind of like build around that, So let's say something that's really weird and like, let's say I want to do a supervillain movie and I want the villain. I'm looking at myself. If I had superpowers, what's something I would want to do, right? And unfortunately, I'd probably rob a whole bunch of people, right? If I had
okay, God damn.
Like if I was like, if I had like, for example, if I could like transport into like different places, I wouldn't do anything evil as far as like killing people, whatever. But maybe realistically, I might want to take some money every here and there. You know what I mean? So then I want to like make a movie or film around that, you know what I mean? So what I do is kind of more realism. So I don't do like a Superman, like everybody's happy and peachy. It's like, nah, this is real stuff.
So you don't do fiction. for the most part.
I do fiction, but I'm talking about it's like more realism. It's not like a happy ending all the time. It's like stuff that really happens. So I take a concept like that and I say, how can I build a story behind it? You know what I mean?
Right. So that's with that film.
Yeah.
Right. So let's just say you came up with a concept, right? And let's say Dick Paradise gave you an idea for a film, just a title.
Right.
Right. What does the creative process look like? Do you say, okay, well, now I'm going to take this particular thing and make it this?
Oh, yeah. So first thing you start off is you don't even actually like write anything at all.
That's where I'm going.
Oh, yeah. So first thing I say, who are the characters, right? What kind of characters? And then I kind of even deep down to like, how tall are they? Are they white or black? Are
very
they
detailed.
German?
Very
like,
detailed.
What's their background? What's their personality type? Are they shy? Are they crazy? So it actually helps like build their personality because the biggest thing and the biggest mistake a lot of people make is they don't do character development. Like what would make me want to follow this person and like maybe want to fuck with them? So that's what you really got to focus on.
You stop cursing on the show though. I'm just fucking with you, bro. You can curse.
Heard Mackers? Yeah. So then, and then I kind of just try to build out a whole thing from there. Try to build out a whole environment. Because I started doing this, whereas I used to love reading like books, the nerd in me, and then like as soon as I finished a book, I would love to see how the movie looked. For example, like The Great Gatsby. I would. But
they say the books and the movies aren't always as similar.
Exactly,
right?
But I want to see what my vision is.
Right.
That made me. I was like, oh, I'm really interested in the vision of seeing something out. So that's what got me into like the filming. Like, how can I do my own thing? Can I write a story and see the vision that I depicted?
Yeah. Let me celebrate this brother for a minute because I actually we went to a screening of this film. No bullshit. Anybody that knows me knows I just tell you exactly how I feel. I love that shit.
Oh, thank you.
I was more impressed because the actors, when they were here, when people are here and you kind of being very normal, you don't appreciate how hard acting is.
Yeah.
Right? Because I was just kind of hanging out with the guys, but when they got to work, it was work.
Oh, they don't play, yeah.
Yeah, so I really appreciated the fact that you did a really good job writing, and I was thrown off because I thought I knew what the movie was going to end like, and I didn't. I wish I could have taken you. It was it was really good. So tell everybody what the name of the movie is.
Yeah, so it's called RapStab, and it deals with
RapStab.
RapStab, and it deals with one-sided relationship. That's the main focus. I mean, I love hip hop culture. I love music. I've only listened to hip hop all my life. So shout out to Lauryn Hill being the #1 album in history from what Apple said. That was my first album I ever listened to.
For sure.
So it's about one-sided relationships. One thing I always went through is like that. Like I feel like I'm always doing for someone.
Right.
It's not really getting repaid back to me. So that's what this is about. The main star is a rap artist. He's very narcissist. He does whatever he can to like make it in the industry. He has a girlfriend and a producer. He kind of just rubs everybody the wrong way. He's taking their help and their assistance for his personal gain. So his girlfriend just
don't give it away.
Okay.
Don't give it away.
Yeah,
don't give it away.
Don't go crazy.
Listen, guys, real shit though. Like the shit was good.
Yeah,
I was sitting there. I was hoping that shit was gonna be trash.
Yeah. That's
but it really wasn't.
Yeah.
But so casting.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
How does that work? So say for instance, there are 3-4 beautiful women in here. Like, how do you figure out which one would be the lead?
So that's a hard thing because this, the beautiful, like the looks first is like, oh man, like, but what I really look at is the resume, so you have to have several reels. You have to have some kind of history. And
but what if they see here? No, I'm gonna be intrusive. Mm-hmm. What if they don't? Right? What if I don't have any? Let's just say hypothetically, no bullshit. What if say hypothetically, damn, Stein's energy is crazy. I could see him in my next film. I ain't got no fucking reel.
Yeah,
I don't have a resume.
I would implore anybody who's like doing it for the first time. You don't need to be a professional or to have a history of doing it. But I would say one thing you said you noticed, right? Once the camera started going, they were killing it, right?
Right.
They're professionals. I've worked with people who have done it for the first time, and I'm like teaching them on the go. So it might add an extra hour, 2 hours, being like, no, just make your face like this. No, get more emotional. No, get more, you know what I mean? Where someone who knows it and has it, it might take from 2 hours to maybe 20 minutes. Like, because a lot of people who filmed, they didn't do too many other takes. It was like 1-2 takes, and then that was it.
Oh yeah, I saw a lot of it here.
So it took 12 hours. It might have took 14, 15 hours because we left your place like 11, 12 o'clock. So it was a long time. But what I use a website, Backstage. Really, if anybody wants to check it out.
Hold on, be careful. Spell that because there was a website called Backpage.
I know. Yeah.
Remember Backpage? It was shit.
Yeah.
Backstage, guys.
Damn. Yeah. Backstage. Yeah. You can put your resume, show your portfolio, what you worked on. And, you know, the crazy thing is, like, especially my first thing I ever done on Backstage, it was for free. And over 600 people applied for one role. And that's why I knew. I'm like, okay, this is an industry that I should probably be in.
Well, they're hungry, right?
They're hungry.
They're all starving artists. But here's the thing. For me, I guess what I'm getting at is sometimes because you're so not you, you can be so rigid. You don't even see the other amazing people that could just naturally be that person.
Right.
So how does a Kian get a spot in your movie?
Yeah. You know, that's a good because one of the
go ahead.
Yeah. One of the main actors, his name was Taji. You met him. Very funny, charismatic.
The tall dude.
No, the other one is
the light skinned niggas back in the game. Go ahead.
It was a light skinned cast. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It wasn't planned, but yeah, he did not apply for the main role originally. He was like the sound engineer. But I was watching his reels, and he was doing he was an artist. He was a hip hop artist. He did like skits that were like really funny. And
so it still has to for you. It still has to be some aspect of acting. That you see. You couldn't see his personality and be like, this nigga's awesome. No, that doesn't.
I could. Right? Yeah, I could see. Yes, I could see if he was like a funny guy. He was
he's awesome.
Turned up. Yeah, I could definitely see. Yeah,
right.
I could see. Let's try it out for sure.
Yeah. What do you do from here though? Now that the movie is done.
Yeah.
What are the next steps for Chris?
So that's such an interesting thing with filming in general because I love one aspect of it, which is being creative. You know what I mean? Visioning, imagining ideas, seeing it come to fruition. The second part is the marketing aspect of it. So right now I'm doing like a film festival run for my short film. I just got accepted into one of them, my first one.
Oh, come on, let's go.
My big one. So it's gonna be in.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's gonna be in Harlem, New York. It's gonna be at the Magic Johnson Theater, which is dope, seating 300 people. So
that's dope.
So you want people to see it. You know, talk to you, connect, collaborate, network. So that's something I'm trying to do right now. And then see like where can I be placed at? Could it be like Amazon, you know, even Tubi, even though it's not like what I ideally would want to get on. Yeah, but some kind of recognition is better than nothing.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, you invest into this, right? I didn't do any like additional funding outside of, you know.
No, and that was it. And listen, I'm glad you said that for all your entrepreneurs. It was his own money.
Yeah, it was my own money.
His own money, and that's what it takes. We had an artist on the couch, and she spoke about she pays for all her stuff.
Yeah,
so
it's crazy.
It's expensive.
Yeah, so when I came up in here, I'm like, what you got over here? You know what I mean? Like, because I'm trying, you know what I mean? And then extending it. So that's one thing, like, timing is very important when you're paying for everything. So I'm like, let me get the actors and actresses right now, the location, that's just done. You know what I mean? You're the best I can get for that budget. You know what I mean? And then just work from there. You know?
No, I think you did an amazing job with what you have. That's a key example of working with what you have. And thank you for doing it here. And you really made really good use of the space. And it was smaller in size in terms of just the spacing that you had to work with, but it worked well. So I was very honored to be a part of the film. And which is why I said, hey, whatever we can do in the future, if we need to dress it up to do something different, I'd love to be a part of your career. I'd love to be a part of whatever you got going on because if you're in Atlanta, it's kind of a hot spot for that.
Definitely. I have to say also thank you to you because you were kind of in the cut, chilling, laughing. You were kind of bringing the morale up, like helping out when needed. So I would really thank you for that also.
Oh, let me give myself some
you got to give yourself. You definitely helped out for sure. You know what I mean?
But if somebody has a great idea, right, how would they pitch it to a Chris Williams?
Yeah, that's great. I would love an elevator, not only just an elevator pitch, really summarizing it in a really distinct and detailed way. I would love to understand the journey that this character is going through. What is the climax? What is the misdirection? And then what is the meaning of this? You know what I mean? Everything has a meaning, right? And I would like to know what that is. So, and I'm hopefully they're following this kind of hero's journey. They started from somewhere, they went through something, and something changed, and then they kind of came through it, whether good or bad.
You're literally speaking in terms that resemble a director, right?
Yes.
But I may not have that. Like, I might be like, hey, I got a great idea. This dude shot his baby mama and then the baby mama daddy killed him or some shit like that, right? So the most challenging thing about doing the movie was what?
Oh, man. Getting everybody, scheduling.
Okay.
Scheduling, I hired 12 people and I didn't have like an additional person like to help me. which I should have had, you and me early on. But I hired 12 people. It was just me kind of orchestrating everything. You know what I mean? Dealing with people's finances. A lot of people want to bargain how much they should get paid. Getting people to come on the same day. Doing outside scenes.
It was a lot. Yep.
When it was raining. You know what I mean? It kind of, we actually filmed the week before Thanksgiving. So it was like...
That was tough too, right?
Yeah, so it was like, I have to get it done today, or I'm not going to be fighting everybody's schedule during the holidays.
Absolutely.
So, and then I think that's the beginning. The hardest part for me in general is the post. Like, you have the film, it's done, you spend all your money, what to do now?
That's what I was getting to, the meat and potatoes of what do you do with the product when you get it done, right?
Yeah, the easiest thing is to do the film festival route. Like, hey, let me apply to 30, 40 films. Let me just get my name out there, see what can happen from that. You wait like maybe 6 months to a year. And then after that, okay, I learned this and that. Maybe it's not as lit as I thought it was. Or maybe this kind of people like it. That type of people like it. And then you kind of like venture towards that. And then maybe like potentially getting a management from going to these festivals, or getting your own manager and seeing how they can help you get to
the next level.
Well,
before we get out of here, man, I gotta ask you this. So filmmaking is different from being like an artist, right? Because Nunu has a catalog of music, right? She's not going to stop. She's not going to do one record and then lay her whole egg basket on that. How does that work for filmmakers? Are you not continually doing films?
I do. So originally I did. I made a lot of micro films, short films, but like when you want it to be like a certain quality, it's pretty extensive, pretty expensive, right? Because you said like you thought it was going to be potentially, what's the quality going to be like, right? So
it was amazing.
Yeah,
it fucked me up actually.
Right, but a big reason is that because I invested in someone who had a Blackmagic camera.
Two of them.
You could imagine, like,
or you could have just used the Samsung. Just so you know, motherfucking Samsung.
It's a plug.
She was in 8K, goddammit. Yeah. And Nia Long, goddammit, she cheated on us. But anyway, whatever. I'll cut that out.
Yeah, we can get sponsored. You know what I mean? Sure. So yeah. So that for me, and when you're trying to get recognition, you want it to be a certain quality, right? Or if it's not the quality or the storyline, you probably want to get someone who's a known name into the film. So that's why I have to wait. Personally, I want to wait a little bit to see, like, okay, can I get some funding?
Get some traction before you...
Can I get some traction? Can I collaborate with someone who sees my work, who's actually also good? You want to move up, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting to work with a potential director who sees my work and they're like, okay, maybe we can work together. Or maybe someone at this festival sees my stuff and says, you know what? I like it. It's a 20-minute film. It's really dope. Let me see, how can you extend to 40 minutes? I can help you with that. Okay. You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, last question for you, though, because now what you just said was a little different from what you asked from this gentleman or whoever it would be. You said you wanted to see several. You've only got one product, right?
I have several products.
Okay, good. That's where I was going. Yeah. Right. So, and last question for you, bro. Is there anything you can tell future filmmakers out there that are aspiring to, do what you do? Can you leave them with a nugget?
Yeah. The first thing I ever did was a web series called Bulls and Bears. It got selected and won several awards, and I didn't really pay anybody. I just got friends to originally start off with it.
Yes, sir.
And it was crazy seeing myself talk to hundreds of people off of something I did for not too much money. So I think just get it started. You don't need a Blackmagic camera. You don't need two of them.
Right.
Just do it. Get whatever camera you can. Because at the end of the day, look, I'm talking to y'all right now from this angle. I'm building right now. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So this is not my main job also. I'm a software engineer by trade. So you don't need to do this full time also. Just get it in wherever you can.
Absolutely. And he said the magic words, guys. And if you ever want to get swole, just do as many push-ups as this dude does before he gets on the couch.
Yeah.
Look, guys, that's our time. I'm going to get up out of here. This has been my main man, Chris Williams. We in Skinny, baby, for show.